Hello, everyone. This is Sharonda, and this is my podcast as well as my YouTube channel, Spiritual Sense. Today is Friday, August the 2nd. And so, in this podcast as well as YouTube channel, go over topics involving the paranormal, occult, and supernatural. So, I consider myself to be a spiritualist, psychic like, magic mind medium, self proclaimed parapsychologist. So I'd like to stress that this podcast, as well as this YouTube channel, is for entertainment, informational, and educational purposes. All right. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to do my. I said I was going to get off into doing astrology readings. And so that is what I'm doing now. So hopefully you can see, apart from the glare. Um, So with the astrology reading, I've already done the water sign, air. Oh, I did air sign, water sign, and this week I am doing fire sign, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So I am going to read what I have a astrologer. I do um, aspire to learn a little bit more about astrology. Okay. So according to my guide, the fire sign, the Aries, Aries sign relates to courageous, passionate, direct, naive, aggressive, egotistical, as it has mentioned here. Also mentions it rules the house of self. So as I mentioned, I gave my spiritual sense as to what I felt astrology was meaning because even though it mentions here, I mean, it depends on where you get your information from. They're going to vary. I think we will possess all of these personalities within a certain time frame. Maybe it's more you're more sensitive during the time of Aries, whatever Aries are. Give me just a moment. Let me pull up some information. So the Aries, bear with me just a moment. All right. Okay, it's giving me some issues. Do bear with me just a moment. All right. So I am going to go and put this into my search engine. All right. So the Aries horoscope. Let's see. All right. So the Aries horoscope. I'm trying to see what month in that fall within. All right. Give me just one moment. Okay. So our with is not that great, and so the next horoscope we have is Leo, which mentions that it's vivacious, brave, but controlling, stubborn, and vain. Rules the fifth house of pleasure. So we have indicated on this guide, and we're going to end with the Sagittarius of the fire signs. Aries are optimistic, versatile, moral, irresponsible, tactless, and lazy, is what it has indicated here. Rules the ninth house of philosophy. So again, I'm reading what's on this guide. I'm not going to sit here and say necessarily that I believe a lot of the information. I do believe that we all would possess these traits and personality types. Now, can we honestly say that it may be more prevalent amongst what they have deemed in astrology, the time frame of these zodiac signs? I know my zodiac sign goes from the middle of May, I want to say, to the middle of June or what have you. So, um, and can we say that we all can pick up on certain energies that are associated during different times of the year, and it would be more prevalent during those times of the year? Okay, so let me go ahead and I'm going to pull up Cosmic Insight. Um, well, I'm doing the Cosmic Insight astrology reading. So let's go ahead and before I proceed, I want to say, Father Supreme, being involved being, thank you for waking me, family, and friends alike up this morning to see another day. Continue to bless us and shield us from any injury, harm, or danger. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. As it is said, it is so. I declare and I decree. Want to pay homage to Bash, Shemaiah, Shango, Osiris, Ma'at, Ogun, and Oshun. And give me just a moment. Let me take out some of this light. Also, for those who may be listening in or tuning in, I am running my fan, so if you hear the fan going up against the microphone, do bear with me. That's why it is hot outside. Okay, so give me infinite wisdom, ability, and understanding to do this reading. All right, so we're doing the reading on the astrology reading for the fire signs Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. All right, so we got one and we have two. So what is the significance? I'm gonna pull out one more because I normally we do three. So let's do a free scramble. Let's do a free scramble. And we're gonna pull out three. Okay, so whoever is a Aries and Sagittarius, this is your cosmic astrology sign for today. So you may have had a question about something. I'm going to say situation, tool, and guidance. You have had a question about something, you have wanted to know the answers to something. Well, I'm going to say yes. Luck is on your side. So whoever is out there that is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and you may have wanted to know a question to something, um, may it be you a loan for a house or to relocate. If you will be approved for a new car or whatever the case may be, luck is on your side according to what's here, what's listed on in your reading for today. Okay. Now, like I mentioned, get when I do readings, they are general readings. Generalize me focus. If you are Aries sign, you're a Leo sign, you're a Sagittarius sign, yes, is the answer, and this is in a favorable sense. Now the next card I get, it says the gold digger. They want your money being used. I think in this situation, we're going to read it favorably. Is what we're going to say. So, what does that mean? Oftentimes it may seem as though you are put through the test to get you to move. I don't feel as though it's to get you to move per se. Maybe relocate. Like you may be wondering, something lets me know it could possibly be a like up in ranks, like job opportunity. So it may not necessarily be that they're wanting you to move, but they want you to move up. They want your money being used. I think, in essence, in this situation, is they want your money. That means somebody is something that you want, and whoever is able to provide that for you, whether it be a new home or a new car or whatever, they want your money. So, in essence, what would it take for you to acquire this debt or, or this expense? Well, I'm going to say if a new position is in the works for you, is what I'm going to say. Based on the cards, based on what the cards indicate here, a new position is in the works for you. Now, the next card I have here is pets. It says, getting a new pet, giving current pet more love. So I don't know if this, it may not necessarily be to all of the signs that I'm going over here. If you're Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, it may fit. Okay? You may have been wanting to get a new pet. You may have been feeling a little lonely. Should I get a new pet? Um, yes. Should I extend when they extend the offer? Should I take the offer? Yes, because I think in order for you to have abundance, prosperity, or to obtain what you desire, it's going to take some changes to manifest over here as well. So that's what I think that change is for you. Now let's go ahead. Let's do the Urban Tarot. Let's get a little bit more in depth in terms of the practicality of your life. So, because this is a positive reading, I don't, sometimes my readings can be a little negative, but we want positivity. We want our readings to be one, two, and three. One, two, and three. Oh my gosh. Bear with me. I have the Hacker card here. It's Prince of Swords. We do know that the Swords cards relates to the mind and the intellect, action, knowledge, power, and change. So I honestly feel as though this Hacker card is. They want to know how you feel about it. They want to know if they extend this offer to you, if you would be willing to take it. It's what Source is letting me know based on the cards. That's why I have the Hacker card here. They're wanting to know if they extend this offer to you, if you would renege on it or if you would take the offer. Well, I'm going to say it looks favorably that you should take the offer based on the cards, that you should take the offer. Now, the next card I have here is Empress card. Um, Typically, when I get the Empress card, it's in relation to communication, social media, what have you. So here it says feminine power, creativity, fertility, expression, and pleasure. So I honestly feel as though that they feel as though you're very creative, like you're very innovative, like you would bring something to the table, if that makes sense. You would bring more to the table um, because they like your ideas. You're very. Something lets me know I'm speaking to those who've been on your job for a while. Like you've been on your job for a while. And what is a while? 5 years or better. You've been on your job for a while, and now it's time to um, go up into the ranks. The next card I have peace too, um, which mentions unity, balance, and partnerships. I honestly feel as though you chose to stay in your circumstance or your position because you're the type of person that you don't like a lot of stress. And trust and believe that I can understand how that feels. When you don't want to take on too much of a burden because every time I try to what? I get this negativity and negative energy. Well, we all will deal with that. That's just life. All right, let's see what let's get some information synopsis about the Lord. What does it mention in terms of the one, two, and three? What does the cards mention regarding love? Everybody will want to know about love, and it may not necessarily be love. It could be relationships, job ventures. How will things? How will I be perceived? Because I do feel as though this is a promotion, but it could very well be in another area to where you're used to doing or comfortable with doing. So you're probably wondering how receptive they will be to me. Well, I'm going to tell you, camera. Um, so I think because of you being on your job, because I have the camera, which mentions reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. I feel as though they've been watching you and in a favorable sense. They've been watching you, studying you in a favorable sense, and you have what it takes to thrive in your new business, new venture, your new position, your new role. It's what I feel. Um, so that's what that card is. This card here, I have healthy choices. So making healthy choices in love and life in self love, self care, being happier. I honestly feel as though um, this will help to bring uplift your mood. Is what it lets me know. Because something lets me know that you felt stagnant, you felt stomped, you wanted to see something new, and oftentimes, in order to see things new or to experience things new, we have to get into a so can we honestly say relocation? Yes. As I mentioned earlier, I think you're going to move up and then you're going to relocate. So could you possibly relocate in another state, part of the state, or region of the country? Well, I guess the choice is up to you, but I do show that this is what this is indicating. I have twin flames, so what would the morale or the energy space would be like in your new venture? Well, it mentions yin, yang, yin, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. So I honestly feel as though these twin flames, even though they may not be the same as you are, I do believe you will complement each other because you have one objective and one mission, and that is to get the goal accomplished, is what I feel. So I'm not going to sit here and say that you're going to be, everything is going to be dancy and you know, good dandy and uh, that you necessarily would make enemies, but I don't think you're going to make a whole lot of friends. And sometimes it's best when you don't miss business and pleasure because we're here for one common goal. That's what I feel. Okay. Now we're going to proceed with uh, what does these, I keep forgetting what the name of my new cards are. So do bear with me for a minute. I want to say soul connection card or something of the sort. So we're going to pull the cards out. Do a quick spread out. And we're going to, course. One moment. All right, so the first card mentions eight, one with self, blossoming. So I think you're going to thrive. You know, you was going to thrive. You can thrive in this new position. You're going to thrive. Is what it lets me know. You're going to thrive. You're going to blossom. It's going to help you, give you the ability to afford what you want. It's going to give you the ability to go and do the things you want to do, experience things that you wonder about, some things you may have seen on TV, but then you'll begin to see it manifest within your environment, your space. The next card I have here is Six, and it mentions integration. I pulled that card today. Multi-dimensional healing. I do believe that this is needed for you to help facilitate healing because something lets me know you're depressed. Like I get a little bit of depression. I don't feel like it's. I do believe it comes and goes, but it keeps coming. And I do believe that this new business venture for you will help to put you in the right direction for healing and for growth. I want to pull out my these cards here. One on next card spread. Alrighty. So we have this and we have this. God will lead the way. So trust and believe that God will lead the way. And what does that mean? Sometimes we are afraid to step out on faith because of circumstances we have been put in, been put around a lot of negative energy, and you begin to, something lets me know you suffer from psychic attack and it bothers you at night where it's hard for you to sleep. You get these negative images that come in your psyche as well as me know. And so I think this is confirmation to you that you are fine. You don't have anything to fear or worry about. Things are going to work favorably for you. So it mentions they were convinced by the power of miraculous signs and wonders and by the power of God's Spirit. Romans 15:19. So I am going to say that solace and peace will be restored upon you, and you don't have to fear. You don't have to feel fear. You don't have to feel anxious and anxiety like someone is setting you up or somebody's trying to do something harsh against you. You do have energies out here that are taunters. And so, in situations such as that, I do believe that you will be moved away from that energy and you will be around those who um, would help you reach your dreams, if that makes any sense. The next part I have here says focus on your blessings. Yes, you will be enriched in every way so that you can always be generous. Second Corinthians 9:11. So again, re-emphasis on yes, yes, yes. God is letting you know that yes. Source, God is letting you know yes. Communicating yes. All right. Now let's get your soul, your life's purpose card. Let's get your life's purpose card. Let's get your life's purpose card. Family. I honestly feel as though this move or relocation is going to be closer to family. If that makes any sense to anybody, you're going to be close to family. It says loving your friends and family is central to your life's purpose. You're going to be close to family, is what it lets me know. This uh, promotion, this relocation is by way of a job, so you could be close to family. Because this depression would help subside, is what I feel. The next card, let's get your healing energy card. All right, so let's do a quick scramble. The divine fruit. The divine fruit. So you know it's so strange because I honestly feel as though you're the type of person you're plagued by strange fruit images. Well, we're going to turn that around into something positive to divine fruit. That's what we're going to do. It mentions as I work to improve and free myself, I strengthen my foundations. My intellect is light, my heart is warm, and my soul is strength. I am nurtured by the divine sun. The fruit I bear reflects my inner light. So I do believe that. I do believe that whatever negative energies, and I'm using that term fruit to those who, as a metaphor, it may not be a good analogy, but it's to those who may be plagued by, you know, feeling that they're going to be set up and there's pitfalls, obstacles, and there's no use, no point. So I'm going to let you know that that will be subsided. Just meditate, eat healthier, as I have the healthy choices part here. Uh, Focus on things that are relevant and be careful as to what energy you bring into your space, as well as what food choices you make as well, what decisions you make as well. Be careful, be very, very careful as to what energies you bring into your space. Something lets me know that you get played by people that likes to bring up some things that you did that you don't like, or something that you did in your past to make you feel as though you're not competent or relevant. If that makes sense to you, this was all a setup. Don't pay attention to that. That goes to show you that it's by way of God and there's favor. No one is paying attention to that. As we have it here, people don't like pets. I'm being one of them. Or pet peeves. Some people don't like pets and pet peeves. We're not concerned about that. We're here for one common goal, one commonality. And anybody that's continuing to bring up some things that happened over 5 years ago, no. This is the by way of God as well as okay? And it's simple. All right, let's get your soul truth part, and then we're going to bring this to a close. So I do believe, some people need to hear this. Many people need to hear this reading me myself, even though I'm not. The focus is on the fire sign. But the significance of fire sign, we have, I guess, it's fire and masculine energy. I guess summer, this time is your time. If that makes any sense to anybody, I have the south, so we may have some energy coming from the south, movement from the south. Energy. These are the significant key factors. We have energy, so take note of your energy right now. It's what source is wanting to be conveyed in regarding the fire sign. Your power, as mentioned here. So I do believe that there is a lot of power and goodness and favor are surrounding you right now, is what it's showing me. And you may not even be, you know, sometimes when we are stuck in our head and in our circumstances, it's hard for us to see it. So it takes somebody who really has the gift to see it. And I think that's what's going to happen with you. Because, you're battling depression. It's just that simple. I show passion. There's a lot of passion around sexuality or what have you. I think it's a fire within because there's a thirst and a hunger and a desire. It says sexuality and passion, but I'm going to say a desire, like a strong desire to move oneself out of your circumstances. You do have apprehension, I feel, but that will be subsided because, again, you're creative. So you have what it takes. You have what it takes for this new venture. Inner strength, it mentions here as well. So it's going to take some healing, pull from inner strength, but inner strength is going to come with what? Making sure you are hydrating yourself. And as I speak to you, I speak to myself. Making sure you are hydrating yourself, taking your vitamins, watching your diet, getting some type of activity. And I'm not going to necessarily say you should exercise even 30 minutes, but getting some type of activity in and meditate. Put on some things that can soothe your mood, classical music, jazz, even meditation styles of music. Trust and believe me, I know it may sound boring because sometimes I can listen to this stuff. No, excuse me, I don't mean to say stuff. Sometimes I can listen to these types of music and I can begin to get, a little, this is mundane. Switch it up. Switch it up. Go from jazz. Go to meditation. There's different meditation. Go to a different artist. Go to, this. These things build the spirit. Is the point, and you'll be very surprised as to little bitty changes like that and what it can do for you. Just those little changes and how it can change you and make you optimistic and heal you because you're dealing with psychic attack. We all will deal with that, played by images that are not true, which can help facilitate negative responses in the body, thought process, and circumstances. It can manifest in your circumstances as well. So, as I mentioned before, it's very powerful. You want to have a strong mind. You want to stay connected and focused. All right, so let's proceed. I'm going to get your soul truth core, and we're going to bring this to a close. And next week we're going to, and I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to do this astrology reading once a week, Thursdays or Fridays, if time permits, if schedule permits, Thursdays or Fridays, or what have you, once a week. So next week I'll be doing the earth signs. Am I afraid to be seen? Am I afraid? It is so funny because a lot of these cards mentions things that I have said in the past that I no longer say. And when I begin to sit before I come in here, I begin to chatter out these things, and then I come in here and pull it, and boom, it sits right there. So something lets me know you have you're afraid to be, because I'm like that in a sense. I think most of us, I think, I'm not going to say most, I think many people are public speaking, getting to know new people, intimidated by titles and accomplishments and things of that nature, not that communicative. So trust me, I can understand that. But I'm going to tell you, this is by way of God. You have the divine fruit guiding you. That means you need to eat the divine fruit. And what is the divine fruit? Well, the divine fruit may be a couple of verses in the Bible, Psalms, Proverbs, whatever is the divine fruit for you to help you on your journey towards positivity so there can be what? Okay? So let's read what the soul truth card is. The world doesn't want you to hold back any longer. Time to shine your unique light on the world. You were made from love, and from love you are whole. There is no more hiding. There is no more shame. There is only truth. Live naked and free. So again, we want to be pure in our thoughts and our hearts. and our actions and things of that sort. Okay. Now it says to know today's soul action. What parts of me do I hide so I can be socially accepted and fit in? Well, again, as I mentioned before, I do feel as though you're played with images of some things that you've done, or perhaps that was done to you and you retaliated. We're moving forward and past that. That's what we're doing. And things are going to work out favorably for you. That's what it lets me know. Because I do feel as though you want to be around family, and this right here would help you to reconnect with family. All right, so it says, am I being authentic? You need to be true to yourself. You need to be your true self, your truthful self. That means um, the heart will be tested. As I speak to you, I speak to me. If it's not real, the heart will reveal itself. That's what it lets me know. And so I think you experiencing depression, or you may be experiencing a battle that's coming towards you in your environment, will make that apparent to you when you're not authentic in your heart or in your feelings and emotions, that it will present itself in the atmosphere. And those who have the sight to see it will see it as so. We want to balance our chakras. I did. If you are interested, whoever may be listening in or will be tuning in, um, I have two YouTube channels. My main YouTube channel, which is under my name, Trevor King, I have the holistic health um, video presentation when I did the 7 days of chakras. You are also welcome to go on the podcast platform that I use, which is on Spreaker.com. Now I do have where you subscribe a subscription to listen to these things. You can go on the internet and Google this same information. I mean, but I give you my spiritual sense as to what it is as well. You may want to get your chakras balanced. Whenever there's a big change, a shift, for greatness in your life, you want to get your chakras balanced and right, and that's all of them, from the crown down to the base chakra or root chakra. Get all of these things balanced because it's going to get your aura right. And I'm not being facetious because I know, as I just mentioned this, somebody can say, okay, well, maybe there's something cosmetically going on in terms of, and that isn't relevant, important as well. But we want to work on the spirit. That's what we want to do. We want to work on the spirit, and by working on the spirit, it will help with the thought process, and you will have positive energy to gravitate to you. Okay. Do I allow myself to be all of me? What do I need to feel so I can be safe to be seen? Journal your answers. So I think you need to get off, something lets me know you played in your mind. That's what I mean when I say psychic attack. You're played in the mind. These thoughts, these negative images that continues to plague the mind, and you begin to believe what Satan presents to you. That's what you begin to believe, and you get so encased that you believe it, and then it exhibits itself in your behavior, in your mood, by way of depression. The devil is a liar. Claim it, declare it, and decree it. And ask the devil to simply move away from your space and any of that dark, negative energy to move away. Because the devil is a liar. Now, I may use the term dark. Don't take offense to what I mentioned. Negative energy away. Move that negative energy away from your space. If that makes sense to anybody. Okay? So I am going to, and write out your thoughts. Write your thoughts down. Begin to write out your feelings, because I do feel as though this new job venture or promotion may entail you just doing a little bit of public speaking. So we want to start journaling so we're able to collect thoughts, stay on one topic. Because I'm bad. at times with communication myself. I'll be one to tell you I'm not a big communicator, and oftentimes I may not use the appropriate wording when I'm communicating. So begin to journal. That would help to build your vocabulary, okay? So I am spiritual sense um, doing the astrology reading. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you're more than welcome to comment below. It's safe and wonderful day. Good day.